All right, guys. So one of the ways I'm going to try and make this better today is to do 2 takes of it. I'm going to have 1 take, and I might put that up as well. I don't know why I would, but you can see in the background here it's Anthem. I'm going to try and be way more concise today. Let's see if I could jump to actual gameplay here. Get that going. Strikes or whatever they're called, expeditions. So today's rule number 3. Associate yourself with those that want the best for you. This is a slightly different version than I originally presented, which was do research with and at places that want the best for you. That's like a really sloppy version. This is all bastardization of an original rule, which is just associate with people who want the best for you. So I think that rules. I want it to be more gaming specific, so it has the research and the people version of it. So number one, the biggest takeaway, be friends with people that care about you and want the best for you. That's like 70 to 80% of this rule. Then the remaining percent is when doing research, try and use resources that want the best for you. Let's define best for you. Tricky. It depends. It's always changing. Maybe the best for you is taking a break. Maybe the best in the longest view, the best for you is getting better at playing video games. That's double get better. You want to get better at getting better at getting good at video games. But the point being that's so high it's not game specific. It's like you just want to get better at video games. How do you do this? Well, you associate with people who allow you to do what's best for you. They want you to be happy. They want you to be successful. These are friends. These are work friends or gaming friends, whatever you want to keep narrowing that down to. But people you associate want you to have a good time because you're playing a game. Remember, we're focusing on that. Being good at a game is fun, but being fun at it is the paramount, the number one rule. But sometimes you got to be good to get to have the fun. So it's really, these things are also tricky and always changing. But friends won't be overly negative. They won't say stuff to you like, you should take a break, when really they just want a break from you. They could just say like, I need a break from you, or they could explain themselves better in those senses. The friends and the associates part of this is, again, the most important part, and you should focus on that part. Although a lot of gaming is solo, so let's not throw away the baby with the bathwater. Resources and research and places that you go to teach, and you want these places, these websites, to be focused on teaching you and giving you experience and experience building, and that they shouldn't necessarily be focused on carrying you or cheating your way through things. This doesn't mean that they'll not have those aspects to them, but what I'd rather you do is go to a place like Game FAQs or go to a place like PSN Trophies, where there are FAQs and roadmaps that will guide you through achieving things on your own. Not something like eBay or Destiny carries, like carrying, like lifting, or some cheat focused website. So Game FAQs has a cheat section, so that's allowable. But a place that you pay someone to log into your account and do it for you, that's not going to level you up in any way. Let's not also throw out the fact that sometimes you just need to get through something. So sometimes a tough carry or a cheat can get you over a hump and into like the pool where you'll start leveling up again. Like sometimes you're just like, look, man, like grab my buddies and let's get through this annoying level so I can go back to like enjoying the game. Because sometimes if you don't enjoy it, and enjoying being the highest chapter, you don't get better at it because you're just there. You're just like, I'm in school, I'm in detention, I'm not learning. Everyone makes mistakes. Every resource has its trolls. Sometimes your friends fuck up, and they're like sometimes you fuck up, and then your friends are like, get the fuck out of here, or whatever. Like that all happens. Sometimes the web pages have cheat focus sections. The Game FQs has a whole thing on cheats, and like I don't actually care that much about cheating, particularly in a single player game. or cheating to get through repetitive chunks of games. It's like there's cheating and there's cheating. You don't want to cheat yourself, and you don't want to cheat others. You don't want to cheat yourself out of learning. You don't want to cheat others out of their like hard-earned fair sweat from their brow and all that kind of stuff. So I'll say that I want to have like a good version of wanting the best for you. So I have a kind of complicated story. It involves Anthem, and Anthem was like a game that our Destiny playing group, which had evolved from playing Destiny 1 to Destiny 2 to Monster Hunter and back to Destiny, and was like, we were looking for another game to play with the gang, and the idea was like, well, we'll go play Anthem, particularly maybe because Anthem was being pitched as a Destiny killer, and that appealed to that just had a certain appeal in our group, not because it was a killer, but it was because it was like, hey, you're like Destiny, then maybe you'll like this is like even better. It was an easy pitch coming from the leadership, but I think also the leadership, to some degree, they had played the game, they had played the demo, they were just sold on it. And that's a thing where it's like, was there a negative version of this rule going on? Did they really want what was best for everybody, or did they like this game and they just wanted people to play with them? It can be either or. It can be both in both a positive and negative way. It could be like, I like this game and I think everybody else will too, and that's like, I want the best for you. Or it could be like, I like this game and I don't care if anybody else does. They're kind of like hitched my wagon to me and they're just going to have to play it. That happens too, but that's the negative version. The first half is the positive version. So that did happen with this game. I think in every flavor, the game, this game's like a 65, 70. Like, this game is like not great, but I had fun, and I was having fun playing with the people that had pitched it and like pulled everybody into their orbit with high gravity into playing the game. And then they dipped out on the game, and some of us kept playing it for like a month later, and we're like, nobody plays it with us, And it's not like we were playing and going like, this is the funnest game in the world, but we were having fun with each other, and like we were reinforcing each other, and the people we were playing with just were like wanted what was best. Like, you want the gear, I'll go get the gear with you. Like it all worked out, but at the same time there was just a lot of negative things. So that was a hell of an experience that made me wonder and think more about people and places and groups that want the best for you. Maybe the best for you is to like go to bed and get some rest and come back at it fresh. Maybe the best for you is like to keep sticking it out. Maybe the best for you is to give it up at the time, because sometimes leveling up at games, it's like the particular game you've chosen, maybe that's over with. Maybe it isn't. You need to do the research. You need to go do enough. You need to do all of it. You need to be making a commitment. Rule 1. You need to be investing in yourself. You need to be playing with people and doing research at places that want the best for you. And then how do you know these things? Maybe that's going to be coming up in Rule 4, which is comparing yourself to who you were yesterday. It's a great rule for life. It's a great rule for games. Progress is incremental. YouTube is not a window into your life or your town, your little bubble. It's a window into the entire world. So when you look at YouTube and you're like, man, the best guy in the world can beat this with his toes, why can't I? It's like, that's not what's best for you. That's not how the human psyche works. You need to think about, like, yesterday I was a little less good and today I'm better. Was there a way I'm better? Or at very least, did I like maintain and progress, like incremental progress? Did I maintain my skills? Did I try and get some more XP to make it like very gamey? All right, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I like how this turned out, much shorter. And number 4, we'll go in depth about comparing yourself to who you were yesterday. Bye bye.